Hi, good morning and welcome to my Flosstube channel. My name's Natalie and the channel is called Sew Stitch Sew Nat, and you can find me on Instagram as Sew Stitch Sew. I'll pop it up the screen. All contact information is always down below in the box, along with any notes, show notes that I've made, links to shops and things. Hi, it's been 3 weeks since my last video, so doing better. But I thought I'd get a video done today because we're a bit in and out for the next couple of weeks, so I'm not sure when my next one's going to be. I have a bit to show, not little, not lots, but enough. We're actually in the room I used to record in. I'm probably sat about where the sofa used to be, and that's the door that you can see in the background normally. This is now like the office at home, which is mainly used by the other half, apart from when I work 1 day a week at home. However, he's gone in the office today, so I thought I'd try it out in here, see what the lighting's like. So there's a window right next to me, so there's a lot of natural light coming in, but the room besides that is quite dark. So we'll see how we get on. I've had a look on camera to see what it'll look like, so hopefully it'll be alright today. I seem to be going straight into life and I don't know why, but I normally try and leave that till the end. Yes, we've got a scout camp coming up, half term, it's at the end of next month. And meanwhile I've been trying to sort out my craft space, which is actually upstairs. Possibly might either take some photos or video at some point when I'm happy with it. Still quite a bit to do. There's still quite a lot of sorting out around the house to do, but we're getting there, we're making progress. So yeah, nothing else to report. Should we, I should say, sorry, I've started this video about 5 times already today. I don't know what's got into me. The last one just rolled off and I'd not done it for 6 weeks before that one. Yes, so hello and welcome. Thank you to any returning viewers. Hello to any new viewers. If you like what you see, like and subscribe and ring the bell, because I'm not that organised to do it on a regular basis. At least once a month, generally speaking. Yeah, so my first, I want to call it finished, but it's kind of finished for now. It's on the sampler book, which you may have seen on my Instagram. This is sampler book by Erica Michaels, and I'm up to letter K, so we're almost getting to the halfway mark. I haven't done the cover yet, which is black. Can't say I'm looking forward to it, but I think if all the other bits are done, it's going to spur me on to finish it. And this page went a lot smoother than the J, which you saw last month, which just didn't go to plan. Which is the first one out of all the pages so far that's just gone off the rails. I still haven't decided what I'm doing about it yet. So that's this one. That's K for Kensington stitch, which is the stitch that's going along the key. Lighten along the key. It kind of looks like knitting stitch. Like, I don't know what it's called, but like a basic one. So that's that one. And that was stitched on 32 count Belfast mushroom by Zweigart, my own conversion in DMC. I think some of the DMC I've kept as a guide, and then because I've changed the fabric I've changed some of the DMC. Next one is finish. I've not FFO'd it yet. I think this was a start and a finish actually. I don't think I started this last time. I kind of got the idea in my head and off I went. So my first Quirky Quaker, which is the penguin. And I got that off 123 Stitch. I think you can buy PDFs now as well though on Etsy. That was the board falling on the floor. So I've stitched this on a 32 count Murano mint splash, aqua splash, mint splash I think, which was also in haul last time, and it only uses 3 colours, all of which are in stash, which is the black, the white, and 977 for the beak and the legs. So yeah, really love that on that colour. I've got an idea of how to FFO it, but when it's done I'll show you next time. Maybe not next time, but when it's done. So you're actually propped on a table at the minute, so all the stuff's in front of me here, but I hadn't actually thought about where I was going to put the stuff after I've shown you, so it could end up getting chucked on the floor in a minute. So the whip that I didn't show you last time and have not sorted out was the Quiet Please, which was going to be a sell for BelushiStitches and EmmaXstitching. I am on the Sell Queens Facebook group. I've not posted it on there though. I'm doing mine on a 32 count snow. It doesn't look like a linen, I can't remember what it is, but it's definitely a well, it's Belfast, then it's linen, isn't it? It's definitely Snow by Zweigart, and 32 count. Stitched with Stitchy Ferret thread that I got when she was still on Etsy. I've not got a colourway name for it, and I've just topped it up with a bit of DMC 554, which is this colour here. It's just in that edge bit of there at the minute, but you'll see like the rest of it is very much pink and turquoise, with a little bit of purple, so I wanted to bring out the purple a little bit more. I had in my head I was further along with this morning when I was thinking about plans. Yeah, it's going to take a bit longer than I thought. So there's some words along here and then some more motifs. I think some of the motifs are a bit smaller. We shall see. The plan was to get it done before the end of the year, which sounds fine until you factor in the other plans. So that's the one I do at swimming on a Sunday. So at the minute I'm getting to stitch on that for about an hour and a half. While one child swims. I know it's about an hour now. One child swims and then the other child swims. So yeah, about an hour now. At one point that was longer. And then I can't remember where I was up to with the crystallised sal last time, whether I was part way through one or I was trying to finish up a gate off. But I decided to come up here and do the opal, which is now finished. So that's part 9 of 12 done now. I'm going to take it off the hoop because I need to move it for when I start the next one. And this one I'd like to get finished before the end of the year. So I'm kind of doing one a month. It's a bit too big to get in short. And as you know, I never iron anything apart from my son's uniform for high school. That's what that looks like. Still absolutely loving all the colours on this. This was a sale put out by Lakeside Needlecraft here in the UK. I got all the call for DMC, and it's stitched on a 28 count fabric flare cloudstone, so it's kind of like a really like off-white. It's very subtly mottled. And that's 2 strands over 2, and the coverage is fine on here actually. And like I say, so starting to go down the colours now, so we're starting to get the zeros popping up on Pattern Keeper. Oh yeah, Pattern Keeper compatible as well. And I started doing that when it was a sale. Kept up for about 6 months and then fell off. Next pattern I've got to show you is Plum Street samplers. Always remember. I decided to stitch this on a blue, like blue linen from Zygarde, 32 count. So yeah, I've just done a bit more of the house. This only got 1 night stitching on it, which was September the 11th. I just pulled it out and decided to stitch on it. It's quite easy stitching because a lot of it's just block colours, but I do want to make a few changes to the pattern. I wanted to put some purple poppies in there to represent the animals. I might change the flag, and then we always say let's forget here in the UK, so I don't know if I'll leave we will always remember on. So yeah, quite an easy stitch, it just doesn't come out very often. And I think, yeah, this is in the bag that I got from SewBeBags. She's on tonight. I'll be looking out. Oh, what a Christmas one! But see what she puts out. Absolutely love the bags, and they fit the. I think this is 8x8 Q snap really easily. Whereas this one that I've made, it doesn't close when it's in there. So this project is it's Love Quilts, which I spoke about last time, and this was the unicorn sale that they put out November, December last year. I didn't keep up with it. It's only like 6 parts, 5 or 6 parts, and I'm doing part 2. As you can see, I've got all that filling to do, and then I've got some white to do over here, and then the back stitch, and then that's part 2 done. So it'll probably get put down for a while until I decide I want to do part 3. I've not got a finished photo to show you. I've got to print one out actually. Maybe next time, because it'll be on the next one, because I want to get that part of the cell complete before I put it down again. I pulled out Halloween Eve. Admittedly, it only got one stitchy session. I'm mainly doing beading. I think there are some stitches missing though in terms of just normal cross stitch. So this is Halloween Eve by Mill Hill, using all the kit supplies. So it definitely falls into the get your kit on sale. If you're following that, we're trying to follow that on Instagram. Yeah, hashtags. So yeah, I picked it up one evening. Thought, I really want to get this finished, and I thought, why am I stitching this in September? I want to stitch it in October. I haven't got any other Halloween projects on the go, so this will be the main goal for October, to get this done. So I can get that whip number down. That is that one. And then I wanted to participate in the Wreathathon sale, also by BelushiStitches and EmmaXstitching. This was stitched on a wreath. Doesn't have to be, it could be a circle. It was really open as to what you wanted to do. Oops, sorry. And this is the frosted pumpkin Stitchery. It was a sale. I picked it up after the sale. This is Christmas wreath. And I started watching Cocohamas Stitchery. And she was doing it on red fabric. I was like, I have to have that on red fabric. So this is Burgundy by Zweigart 32 count Murano, called for DMC. So yeah, that is my start. I think part 1 was the big bow, and then this was part 2. I've done part 2 first. Now I'm working on the big bow. That it roughly indicates where the centre was, hence starting with the house. And that's my thread ready for next time I pick it up. So I'm finding, I'll show you the last project, last whip that I've got, which is the one I've been mainly concentrating on, trying to get 100 stitches a day in. I am starting to find, I'm like, 100 stitches a day, that doesn't leave me much time for anything else. So sometimes I'll work on one project for an evening and then do double the following day on the Beach Bliss. So I don't know if I'll keep up with 100 stitches a day until it's finished, or whether I might change that round a little bit. But this is the Beach Bliss sale, and I'm doing this with Danielle Cardiffstitcher. I think there's a few of us doing it. Mine is on 25 count Easy Guide White Lugana. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, charted by HAED, but it's an Aimee Stewart pattern. I can actually follow her on Instagram. She does lots of puzzles, and she posted a selfie today while she was out shopping. She spotted her own jigsaw puzzle, which I find not hilarious, but yeah, I can imagine what it would be like to do that. And this is all the call for DMC, and I'm stitching this 1/1 full cross. So this has had 2,100 stitches since you last saw it. Yeah, because I hadn't done it before I videoed last time, but it's been 3 weeks. So that's where it's up. I've now reached the edge of that page. As you can see, I've not kept to the Royal Rose method. I've kind of got slightly off and done colour block stitching, which is great when you're limited on time and you want to get your 100 stitches in. So now I'm trying to come across here and fill in all these gaps so I can start the next row down here. So I think we're now at nearly 4.5% on this, and about I want to say 4,000 stitches. Bear with. I'm using the Stitch Pal app to track it. I'm taking a photo every day. This is showing 5%, so it's obviously rounded it up. 4,625 stitches out of 96,425. I can't remember when it says I will finish. I think it's like, it's next year. Not next. Was it the year after? Anyway, there is a bit hidden down here in the sand. So I was having a bit of trouble starting it, but once I got my rhythm I was okay. So yeah, don't know if I would go down to a 28 count if I did another one, only because you can, when you're up close to it, you can see a little bit of the white showing through, but you probably can't see it on camera. So it's a bit like when you're stitching 2/2 on 14 count, it's just not quite covering it. So we shall see. Still the first one, still going. Haven't started another one. I'd like to get some big projects done so I can get some smaller ones in. One thing I've noticed about my stitching, especially this year, is I'm tending to start things and finish them, but then not going back to my earlier ones to finish them. So I've got one from 2020, about 5 from 2021, and about 10 or so, that must be more than 10, from last year. So yeah, wanting to get back and finish those. So in terms of plans, like I mentioned last time, I want to get down to the 24 by 24 and then have a New Year's Day start, which will be the Mirabilia, which I haven't bought anything else for, but I need to get the DMC for. I did debate pulling from Stash. There are some skeins where you need multiples of it. But I think on a project like that, the worst thing you can do is run out and have the problem that I had with the Friends quotes, where the colour weight, like there's a very subtle but noticeable dye lot issue. So I thought I might splurge and get the new DMCs, and then that'll go into Stash once it's finished. I was also having an interesting debate with Michele from Pennysdaughtershares about the number of whips and versus kits, and I was saying to her, for me it's the space that it takes up. So part of sorting out the craft area, I realised, hang on a minute, just how many things have I kitted or got kits for? Like, that's actually more than the number of whips that I've got, and I want to kit more. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that kit pile down. Stitch from Stash has kind of gone off the rails, and it's staying off the rails. So maybe I'll pick that up next year, along with Whip Go is the other one I'm thinking I might pick up. So I can get down to 24 projects. So if I could have a goal for each project and then a spare one in the middle, which I don't know what I'd do for that, that would be good. So yeah, I'd like to finish Quiet Please, Halloween Eve, which is the goal for October, the Crystallise, which I'm doing one crystal a month. Don't know, I might speed that up a little bit. They're quite easy-ish to stitch. And then still carrying on with the sampler book, so I'd like to do letter L, which I think it's got like a lighthouse on it. It's really pretty. I can't wait to show you next time. And then carry on with the Beach Bliss. Whether I do 100 stitches a day or 100 one day and 200 the other, I don't know. But it's going to be a bit difficult, especially next weekend, because I won't get any stitchy time. So yeah, other than that, sorry, just about to cough. Other than that, I've got a haul. So if you don't want to stick around for haul, bye for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for sharing some time with me. If you'd like to comment, I'd love to hear from you. I haven't got a question, although I've been a bit more active on YouTube, like putting comments on the videos that I've watched. It's always that weird one of, sometimes I'm doing stuff in the kitchen and don't get to type something up, or I'm sat there on the sofa and I'm just so into stitching that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put a comment, and then yeah. So that is it. I'm just going to pause and take a drink. Hi and welcome to the haul section. Just grabbed a drink and moved over the haul. So I've been looking at like hand-dyed fabrics for a little bit. Obviously, you know, I stopped my Lakeside Needlecraft Fabric of the Month Club, which was Fabric Flare. And I have been on to Coffee Craft, and I managed to pick up one of the leftovers from the last Super Sunday, which is a 28 count even weave opal, and it is showing up pretty much as it is. Might be slightly more subtle in real life, like a turquoisey colour, and that's an 18 to 24 inch piece of fabric. My first piece, Megan's fabric. Really like it. I've not stitched on it yet, obviously, and I've not got a plan for it as such. So try and wrangle it back away. But definitely looking forward to stitching on it. Let's just put it down rather than keep playing with it. So yeah, really looking forward to stitching on that. Like I say, don't know what I'm going to stitch on it yet. And I'm still playing with it, sorry. The next thing I got, it's actually a book sleeve. This was off Amazon, just some cute pandas. It's got a pocket there. That's showing up a lot more fluorescent than it is in real life. It's more like a bright grass green colour than a neon green. Might swap over the stuff that's swimming, the swimming project into there, don't know, but I think I'd be worried my scissors might fall out of there, so I have to have a think about that one. I also picked up, as it falls on the floor, just a second. So this is from the works. It's just like some finishing papers. Possibly might use it for floss drops, I don't know. Probably need to stick it onto something else to make it a bit stronger. I've also, as part of sorting out my craft area, I bought another floss storage cube from Made by Rod, Designs by Rod. I'll put it on screen and down below. So I picked up a second one of those, so that rather than having another, I had like 3 plastic boxes with the excess DMC that I had. So now I've got space for my DMC, and I'm also going to bobbinate the weeks that I've got, Weeks Dye Works, but I'm not actively collecting those, whereas the Classic Colourworks I am. And at the minute I've got them on rings, like batch rings, so what I wanted to do is like a little fob. So I've picked up these little key rings, and I'm just going to put the letters to and from on there, probably with a wood burner pen. I've not bought the wood burner pen yet. I have done a little bit of pie, I can't say it, but yeah, wood burning the letters into there. That came as a bag of 30 from Amazon. So yeah, I only did about 5 of them, so they could be they'll be handy for other things as well. So I will use them, and they're going to get stored. I can't remember if I told you I bought Kallax unit finally, because the last floss storage thing that I'd bought didn't fit inside the case that I'd got, which was just like an Amazon Basics lockdown. Couldn't get a Kallax unit at all, so now I've got one. It's a bit taller than the old one used to be, So I've now got a 4-drawer unit, which I ordered off Etsy. Came flat pack, put it together, and that fits in the Calyx unit as well. Did order some drawers for the Calyx units and a cupboard. Like I say, I'll get that sorted and I'll show you. I also ordered these are the Pip and Chip stickers, and the stickers that I went for are the DMC specials. So at the minute I've got these stored in Flossaway bags, so I'm just going to stick these labels on, and then they'll stand portrait in the drawer, and I could just pull them out whenever I want to. I did also order the so this is the black white ecru, I can't remember if there's another colour in there, set as well, just to try them out. I think the one thing about it is obviously it's quite a thick profile, so in terms of storing them I think I'd end up having another space issue again, so maybe I should get my stash down before I do anything else. I think it was a pack of 16, so yeah, B52 white ecru, it's definitely black as well, yeah, so 310, yeah, it's just the 4 colourways. I find I use a lot of DMC 3799 as well, and you can buy individual ones on there, but I'll try those first as a potential maybe for the how I store the classic colourworks. Not decided, like I say, I've bought those for sort of just marking them up, but I'm not sure if I'm just going to leave them on their tags as they are or change them into some other tag. I've looked at the Annie's Keepers, you can get stickers from Pip and Chip for them as well, so I'm not sure yet. And that is it for all. I haven't bought any charts, amazingly. I printed one out that I've already purchased. I was going to kit it up. Yeah, that'll be a Christmas present, maybe. That's what I mean, plans. It's just there's quite a few things I want to do, and it's just whether I can get them done in time. Which reminds me, I wanted to order some fabric for one of them. So when I order my DMC for Mirabilia, I might just chuck that in as well. I think that is it for today. I don't know how long I've been. I know it was definitely shorter than last time. I think it's possibly over the half an hour mark. But look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for sharing time with me. Bye for now.